your answer should have a pi symbol. In terms of pi, it should have a pi symbol. If it says to round to the nearest tenth, then your answer is not going to have the pi symbol, and that means you pressed the pi button. So I just want to remind you the difference in terms of pi, not in terms of pi. Yep, he's here. Thank you. All right. Today is our last area lesson. Our last lesson about area. The only shape we have left is polygons. What's a polygon? Give me some examples. Pentagon, hexagon, octagon, decagon. Are we going to be okay? Class? Can we stop? Okay. Pentagon, well, I already said that. Dodecagon, nonagon. If it has gon on it, it's a polygon. Is a triangle a polygon? No. Yeah. Yeah, that was making her feel like she was silly, but she wasn't.
No, you made it seem like she was I know, because you said it has a gon in it. I was like,
it's a three-gon. A triangle is a three-gon. Anyways, yes, if a shape has more than two sides, it's a polygon.
You should have said that the first time.
But I wanted you to come up with that. What does it mean? Well, we're going to get to that on the next slide. There are polygons out there, and then there are regular polygons out there. What has to be true for a polygon to be regular, Austin? Look at the picture for a hint. So a polygon has more than two sides, but what makes it a regular polygon? Yay! It's a regular polygon if all sides are congruent and all angles are congruent. Write it down. All sides are equal, other side. All sides equal, all angles equal. So regular polygons are symmetrical. And the formula we're going to learn today, it only works on regular polygons. Don't try to use it on a polygon that's not regular. Uh-oh, what's that next word? Have y'all ever seen that word before? Say it out loud. How do you say that word? I want to see what y'all say. Ooh. Apothum? Apothum? Apothecary? Apothum? So, the correct way to pronounce that word is apothum. Sounds like apathy, which is a really depressing concept, but it has nothing to do with apathy. Apathy is when you don't care about anything. You just don't care. Oh, whatever. Anyway.
She used this word like how many weeks ago?
Yeah, I did. So you pronounce it apothum, but if you say apothum, I really won't mind. I said apothum for like the first 23 years of my life. I didn't know how to say it correctly. So anyways, it is apothum, but if you want to say apothum, that's fine with me. Now, what in the heck is this thing? What is an apothum? Let's look at the picture.
That little line thingy.
That little line, yeah, that's what I have written here. That little line thingy.
I knew it.
Who would like to take a whack at what an apothum is?
It's the middle of
Kind of, but the radius is the next word, so it can't be a radius. It is the segment. It is a segment.
How far it is from the middle?
Okay, it is a segment that goes from the center to a side. End of story. So, and it is perpendicular, by the way. So it's a segment from the center to a side. From a center to a side. The apothum. The segment from a center to a side. And it is perpendicular. That is important. It can't kind of go diagonally. It has to hit the side at a 90-degree angle. Apothum. Segment from center to side. Segment from center to side. It's not a radius. It's different than a radius. Segment from center to side. So Dimitri, if an apothum goes from a center to a side, what do you think a radius goes from? A center to an... Yay! Very good. The radius goes from the center to a vertex. So one of them goes from center to side. The other one goes from center to vertex. They are different segments, so you need to be able to tell the difference between them. So that one's an apothem and that one's a vertex. Kaylee!
I have a question.
I have an answer.
About this circle worksheet, can I finish the back and turn it back in?
Okay. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Center to angle. Center to vertex.
What's that word that you said that like people don't care?
Apathy.
Apathy. Gosh, you have so much apathy.
All right, so Lewis M., which segment is this one pointing to right here?
It was close.
Apothem. And so the other segment is the radius. That was a weird R. Now, what happens, what is formed when I draw the apothem and the radius at the same time? A right triangle. What kind of things do we use to find missing sides of right triangles? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Pythagorean theorem. What else?
That's what I use.
Pythagorean triples. Yes, which comes from Pythagorean theorem. Torin, what did you say? 45, 45, 90. What else? 30, 60, 90. One last thing that we haven't used in a long time that you can use with right triangles. Starts with a T. Trig. Very good. Very good.
See, I forgot it because I don't like it.
I forgot it because I don't like it. I'm actually not going to show that. So, here is the formula. There it is. Write it down. Formula. We're not going to do the part that says perimeter equals area equals. Oh yeah, that's where you write the formulas. Next to perimeter, write this, and next to area, write that formula.
We're gonna do this. I'm gonna be your daughter.
That's so weird.
The perimeter, you know the deal on perimeter. You take how long each side is and you multiply it by the number of sides. And then the area, this is brand new, hot off the press, brand new stuff for y'all. Area equals, what do you think it equals? What do those letters mean? Apothem
No.
times perimeter divided by 2.
You're wrong.
So although you don't have to memorize this formula, the formula chart does not tell you what lowercase a stands for. It does not tell you what capital P stands for. So you do have to know what they stand for even though you don't have to memorize the formula. Perimeter, let's talk about perimeter. Let's say my side length is 3. And I've got an octagon. What's the perimeter? 3 times 8? 24. Let's say my side is 3 and I've got a decagon. What's the perimeter? 30. 3 times 10. Very good. Okay, my side is 3 and I have a pentagon.
15.
First one. Good. 3 times 5. 5 sides, 15. So you take how long the sides are and you multiply it by the number of sides. That's how you find perimeter. All right, let's dive right in. Number 1, go. Try it.
Wait, is the
Use your new formula.
we gonna do one of that today?
We are not going to do that today.
We are.
Apothem times perimeter divided by 2. Don't yell out the answer.
God, this is so hard right now.
I'm so sorry. You're not even on the right side of the moon. Why would I type this up, print this out, go make copies for you? And you're not even going to look at it.
This right now.
So John got it.
Okay.
Hey, it looks good.
What?
Nasia, what's the apothem? 6.9. Megan, what's the perimeter? We'll find it.
50.
10 times 5. You could, it's 50. You didn't need Kaylee to tell you that. You could have done that. 10 times 5, it's 50. And then the formula says divide by 2. Or the formula says times 1/2, but I like divide by 2 way better. Okay. Final answer, Kendall.
What?
Final answer.
571.
I got something way smaller.
172.5.
172.5? Is that your final answer? Apothem times perimeter divided by 2. Ask me a question. Dimitri, you're distracting my students. Ask me a question. About the pieces of that? The only thing we had to actually find was this number. This was handed to us, and this was already part of the formula. All you had to do was 5 times 10. I'm sorry, Ashley. That is the Australian 50-cent coin. You learned something new today. It is a dodecagon. Oh, what does that mean if it's a dodecagon?
10 or 12?
10 is decagon, Kendall, so dodecagon is 12. That always makes me think of
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't hear you. Dodecagon.
And that's all I know. I don't know the rest of it.
Find the area, guys. Why are you just sitting there? Find the area. Find it. Do something. Touch your calculator. Move your pencil. Apothem times perimeter divided by 2. Julius, what's the apothem? Huh? What's the apothem?
Wait, it says on here that's...
So does mine.
That's another number.
Julius, what's the perimeter? Julius, 12 times 2. 24. Each side is 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. There's 12 sides. 12 times 2. That's how you find perimeter. You add up the sides. Woo! Final answer, Brett? 84. We have units this time. Millimeters squared. Now you knew something you never wanted to know. You know the area of an Australian coin. Yay. Way to go. Congratulations. All right. Now, we talked about how a right triangle is formed by the apothem and the radius. Sometimes we'll use Pythagorean theorem, and sometimes we'll use 45, 45, 90, 30, 60, 90. Now, is this on your sheet? No. Yep, regular hexagon. Good. Now, if this is a hexagon, I want to see if you can figure out what angle number 1 is and what angle number 2 is. Just going to give you a second to think about it. Omar.
Yes.
What are the missing angles? It's a hexagon. Does n minus 2 times 180 ring a bell?
Yes.
N minus 2 times 180 will tell you how many degrees are in a hexagon. N, what is n? Number of sides. Awesome. So 4 times 180, what is that? 4 times 180? 720. So a hexagon has 720 degrees. What do you want to do with that?
Divided by 6.
Ooh, actually it's on top of it. Divided by 6. What do you get? Oh, that's an octagon, I guess I'm doing. 120, you're right. Sorry, I was doing octagon. 120, well, do octagon, you'll get 108, I guarantee it. 120, so now what do we want to do with that 120? To find those angles I asked about. Good, divide by 2. What's 120 divided by 2? Now, that was not just a coincidence. That's going to happen every time. So that needs to go in your notes. You need to know where the 60 goes and where the 30 goes.
60 goes on.
And if you ever forget where they go, now you know how to find it. 720 divided by 6 divided by 2. Anyways, so what if I told you, let's all do this one. What if I told you that this distance was 2? What would you do with that? To find the apothem. Look at your formula chart if you forgot. 30, 60, 90 rules. Brett, I'm ready.
So the hypotenuse would be 4,
Very good.
and then the leg would be 2 root 3.
Very good. You used all the right vocabulary and everything. X root 3, 2x. 2 root 3, 2 times 2. X root 3, 2x. Yes, we have to use it again. Yes, we do. So we can't pretend like we never learned that. Okay, let's use that information to solve this problem. We already put the angles in for you. Well, I did up here. Do y'all have this one? Yes, number 3. Look, you could have looked at those angles.
I was doing
You could have looked at those angles when I asked you what the angles were. It was right there.
I knew I was doing the wrong one.
Find the area of the polygon. Dun dun dun. Apothem times perimeter divided by 2. I'll give you a minute to think about it. Here's what I would do first. I would say that this is 8. That's how I would start. Where did I get 8? 16 cut in half because the side is 16 and I just bisected it. So that's where I would start, guys. The side of that triangle is 8. Work your way around. Melanie, how long is the apothem? In other words, what is x? Wonderful answer. 8 root 3 is correct. Very good job. We don't care about the radius. There's no reason to get the radius. Our formula doesn't have an r in it. It does not. So, apothem is 8 root 3 times perimeter. Louis C., what's the perimeter? Each side is 16, and there's 6 sides. Yeah, what'd you get? 96, thank you, good job. Apothem times perimeter divided by 2. Plug it all in your calculator. You are done working, it's your calculator's turn to work. Torin, tell me what you get. One of these days you'll get your calculator, right?
Yeah, I can't because I just stop. What are you doing?
No, because your 96 got caught under your radical sign. You need to exit your radical.
What is a square?
Unit square. Don't square the numbers, square the units. Yeah. Send them your square. No. Where'd your
Really?
root 3 go?
605. Do we not put 3?
No.
Root 3, exit. You gotta exit it.
Oh.
I don't really do it.
No. This is right.
We're about to reveal it. There you go. There you go.
And then you do
Times 96. 11/2. That's better. What is it, Torin?
Wait, 600.
665 centimeters squared. So you don't do what? It didn't tell us what to round to, so if you rounded to a decimal point, that's fine. Are we okay,
I got it now.
guys? Got it now?
You put 8.
It's easy to put it in your calculator wrong. When you open a square root of your calculator, how do you get out of that square root? You have to press this arrow button, and then you're out of the square root, and then you can put the 96. Make sure the 96 doesn't fall under your square root. Another way to do it is just press enter. If you press enter, you'll be out of it. Okay. Next problem. Isn't that a pretty shaded region? It's like multicolored. Find the, I know, you don't get colored nose, I'm sorry. Find the area of the shaded region if the diameter, be careful, the diameter of the circle is 20. The diameter of the circle is 20. Go. Find. Calculate. Solve.
Wait, of the circle or of the...
We want to find the area of the shaded region. So that means we're going to find the area of the circle minus the area of the, what is that? Octagon? It's an octagon.
Yeah, it's
You okay, Julius?
He rage quits right now.
Okay. We're pushing you. We're challenging you on this Friday. Can't make it too easy. Very good.
Is it a decagon?
I think it's an octagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Matt, what's the area of the circle? Let's do it. What's the radius? 10. Pi r squared. What's 10 squared? Matt. 10 squared. 100. So the area of the circle is 100 pi. So that part's done. Check that off your list. Now we have to find the area of the octagon. First, we need an apothem. We can't find an area without an apothem. Jeanette, how long is this segment right here? We know this one's the radius. How long is it? There, very good. 10. Omar, how can we find the apothem? Starts with P? Yeah, Pythagorean theorem. Tell me what to type in my calculator. Okay, this is X. We know this and we know this and we don't know this. There you go. 10 squared minus 3.8 squared. Everyone do it? 10 squared minus 3.8 squared. Shelby, what'd you get? .24. So that's the apothem. The area is apothem. Do you want to do 2.5? Is it 2.5?
Yeah.
Apothem times. John, what's the perimeter? So one side is what? 7.6?
Yeah.
Because you double, okay. 7.6 times 8. 60.8.
Yes.
Apothem times perimeter divided by 2. Yes, that's a lot of decimals, but good thing you get a calculator.
281.
Kenneth. No. Alea, what'd you get? Okay, can you type it in, please? Okay. What? Type this in. You don't want to. Okay. Megan, what'd you get? Did you say you had it? Did we get 281.2?
Yes.
Okay, we're done with this problem. I know y'all didn't like that. Oh, gosh. Thanks, guys. Let's subtract them. 100 pi. Just going off of everyone's kind of bad attitudes, so they just want to move on. 100 pi. You got something different for the area? Minus.
Bang, bang.
32 point. Let's round it to 33 because it's 32.5. That's better. 33 inches squared. Kendall, you got something different for the other part? Nope. Good. Okay. 33. All right, we're almost done. This is the last problem. Thank you for hanging in there. What shape is this? Paige, what shape is this? What shape is this? Octagon. Very good. So we want to find the perimeter of the octagon. Yay, we don't have to find area. We just need perimeter. Oh, thank goodness. Find the perimeter of that octagon. Go. Find it. Find the perimeter, Dimitri. You don't even have to do area. It's awesome. Find the perimeter. Kaylee, what step would you do first? Yes. Tell me what you would type. Awesome. Very, very good. Everyone should be typing that right now. 4.6 squared minus 4 squared. And then you take the square root of it. Well, that's not the answer yet. That's going to give us, be careful, that's going to give us this. Only from here to here.
And then you double that.
Then you double it. and then you multiply it by 8. So is it F, G, H, or J? Times 2 times 8. Yep, it's definitely G. You do Pythagorean theorem and then you do times 2 times 8, or times 16 if you would rather. All right.